As I said, you don't want to really see the back of a Peugeot, but you have to be really careful for it. You see all the leaves mashed up. But this is where this bike comes into its own, to be honest, the old Himalayan. I've got TKC 80s on now and pretty new ones, so the grip's pretty decent, I have to say. And if you look on the right, you can see a lovely little stream, river, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going under the viaduct now. I don't know what it's like where you all live, but it's been so wet, really stormy, heavy showers. I mean, they say showers, but I mean they're like torrential downpours. And I'll be very lucky today if I don't get home without getting wet, because every time I go out on the bike I seem to get soaked. This is actually a road, believe it or not, so it's more like a track. And this is where the old Himalayan comes into its own again, you see. She chugs up here. Lovely, lovely. Not much grip, to be honest. I mean, these roads are not used very much, but they are roads, proper roads. I've been down them with Betty, so it's you know, in the summer. The trouble is, you get a vehicle come the other way and you have to slam on your brakes and stop pretty quickly. You can see the skid, so you've got to be a bit careful. That's something up in the sky on the right there. Oh, sun. I see all the hypes going into overdrive with a new 450 Himalayan. I've watched a couple of videos. I must admit, it does look a nice bike, I have to say. But I'm not going to get rid of Himi. Whether I get one or not, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I am toying with the idea, I keep toying with the idea of getting a new bike. I think it's just a man thing really, want a new toy, don't we? But whether I'll get one or not, I don't know. Depends on the pricing, and I've got Betty obviously, and I've got this one. And I don't rack up lots of miles or do lots of motorway miles. I mean, I will do, hopefully I'm going to get away this coming spring, well just after Christmas actually. I'm going up to Wales hopefully for the Dragon Rally and the Bruce Pollard Rally, and I'm looking forward to that. And I might be going up to Dartmoor in December. I've been invited up there as well, so we'll see what happens. Now this takes us into a little hamlet up here, which is quite a nice little place. And she's performing brilliantly at the moment, the Himalayan. Really going well actually. I've sort of run them more on E5 fuel, and I find she performs a lot better on E5 than E10. I think it's E5. The higher octane of the two, and I'm sure others. That's a green lane I sometimes go up on the left there. Part of the TET actually. Now we're actually on the TET now, what they call the TET. Trans-European Trail, we're on part of it. Heading into a little hamlet called Lanlivery. And then we're going to head down into Lostwithiel, out the other side of Lostwithiel, and then I'm going to just head down to a little hamlet called St Winnow. So we just come out the back of St Winnow now, so welcome back. Ooh. There's some quite decent green lanes around here. Very, very muddy at the moment, obviously. I just realised I've had this bike now nearly 3 years, this Himalayan. Just under 3 years I've had this bike. And to be honest, except for I had one problem with the air something valve that went, apart from that, she's been good as gold. I had a bit of a problem with punches as well. We don't want to go down there, we don't want to go down there, gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way. So I've turned round, I took the wrong turning, Peter. Wrong way. The putty cat. I'll probably be up this way tonight, knowing my luck on Tesco's, and I think from 4 o'clock it's supposed to be pouring the rain, so I could be in for a wet evening tonight. I'm toying with the idea of buying a drone. Quite fancy doing a bit of filming with a drone. Not necessarily on the bike, but just, you know, when I go on my walks and other stuff. Might do a bit on the bike. I know a few of them do stuff on their bike. This is where we want to go. Wrong gear, Peter. I don't know if the tide's in or out. So this is like the Fowey Estuary down here. So it's obviously tidal. I must admit, I do fancy doing a bit. I've kayaked it before on the kayaks. Oh, excuse me. I used to have a sit-on kayak for fishing, which is gone now. I find them a bit uncomfortable, to be honest, but I've always wanted a Canadian canoe, and I really fancy, you know, doing some camping and stuff like that on a Canadian canoe. And this would be ideal down there because there's lovely little creeks and places that you could pull in along here for a bit of wild camping. So yeah, as I was saying, I've had this bike 3 years now, and I just had that air actuator valve go wrong when I was on my way to the Dragon Rally last year. I think I got the bike waterlogged, and the warning light was on. Had the fault, but I ignored it. I thought I could, you know, carry on and be alright. But it did stop the bike eventually, so I had to get that recovered and brought home. That ruined my weekend really. and it was the best weekend they've had in years down at the Dragon Rally. This year it'll probably be minus whatever, minus 10 or something, snow, ice and rain and God knows what. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to go for it. So this is St Winnow we're just coming into now. It's a little hamlet down here, and actually it's part of in the English Civil War, the parliamentarians tried to get down here, head this way and get on boats to get away from the royalists. So in this area there was a bit of a battle, but no one really knows where it was. It was around in this area anyway, so. And a lot of them were taken prisoner. I don't know the full history of it, but here we go. So on the left here we've got a little museum. It looks like the tide's in. Little agricultural museum. So we'll have a little park up and walk around. And I might even get to have a coffee. Yeah, so this is a hamlet of St Winnow. Got the church over there in the background. And that's the Fowey Estuary down there. Nice spot, I love coming down. It's generally nice and peaceful, quiet. Obviously in the summer it gets a bit busier with crowds and stuff like that. And they've got the farm's got a little shop there. And this, in that building there is a little museum, agricultural implements and stuff like that. Cash only. There you go. Some beetroot and stuff like that, potatoes, onions. Some more implements there. Some lovely cottages here, beautiful little spot. I love this spot down here, really quiet, peaceful. And there's Himmy, look, over there. All on her own, all on his own. I keep getting mixed up, it's a him really, isn't it? Himmy. Himmy's not really a girl's name. Yeah, really pleased with it, to be honest. I'll get the side panels on it when I go away to Wales, probably take that off the top box. But yeah, I did have a clean, it's all filthy now. Anyway, I'll wander down here, see if I can find somewhere to have a coffee or not. As I said, I've got a new stove with me, so I want to try it out. Little boat yard down here, and some moorings, stuff like that. Nice cottages, beautiful cottages. A lot of them, I think, are probably holiday homes. Little boat yard in there. Nice archway and through into a garden there. Yeah, tide's well in. There's normally a jetty down here, but I think they've brought the jetty in, probably for the winter. That's what I always fancied a sailing boat. I've done a bit of sailing in the school, small sailing craft, but always fancied getting a larger craft, yacht. A lot of work, and there are money. Oh look, there's a Canadian canoe there. So this is like a little holiday let out on the left. Oh, there's a bit of a jetty down here. We can probably get the stove on the go, get a brew going. That looks like a snake there sticking up in the air. Bit of wood. I think the tide's actually going out or coming in. Smells a bit funky, the weed smells a bit. Yeah, but this is Fowey Estuary, that way's Lost Withiel. Oh, hello. Morning. Go on down, mate, go on down. That's alright, I'm muddy anyway. So yeah, I've got a mini Trangia to try out. So I've got the larger Trangia, but to be honest, I've never used that. So I bought the mini one. You can see it's just straight out of the box. Get some water and get coffee going. That's more enough for doing a brew. So yeah, that way's Lost Withiel up there, and that way's Fowey. Let's see, the tide's out actually at the moment. I'm not sure if it's on the way in or on the way out, but probably on the way out, I'm guessing. Looking at the flow of the river, but well, that would be flowing that way, but I think it might be. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter really, does it? Right, let's get this coffee sorted out, shall we?